Hi Math 5-4, this is the video for lesson 106. As a reminder, this week's homework, which is week 9, is due Monday, April 6th. Just like we've been doing for the past couple weeks, all I need is your parents to complete and sign the weekly assignment sheet and send that to me. It can be email, it can be text, it can be attached in Google Classroom, whatever works best for them. I'm good with it. So we'll get started on lesson 106. Lesson 106 uses the word evaluate in the problems. It's kind of a big word. Some of you may know what it means, some of you may not, and that's okay. The simple explanation for evaluate is look it over, plug in numbers that the problem will give you, and find the answer. It's one word for something we've been doing all along. So there will be some letters in the problems and things like that. You've seen problems like that before. They just are introducing it in a different way, kind of preparing you for one day going into algebra. But this is nowhere near as hard as algebra, so don't let that word algebra scare you. You all will be fine. This is not hard at all, okay? So, in my examples, let me get it on the page for you, make sure I'm on the screen here. Okay, evaluate, in a problem that says evaluate, again, we're gonna look it over, plug in the numbers we're given, and move on from there, no biggie. It says evaluate x plus 2 when x equals 3. So it's giving you everything you need to know to solve this problem. So evaluate means look at x plus 2, plug in the numbers it's given you, and find the answers. So let's do that. X plus 2, and it tells us that x equals 3. So I'm going to plug in, for my x, I'm going to plug in 3. And then I'm going to add the plus 2. I'm just going to copy that down. And it equals 5. There you go. That's your answer. You have solved x plus 2. Okay? So that is one way to evaluate. It could say solve x plus 2 when x equals 3. It'd be the same process. So another problem is if, now these mean area, if like the area of a triangle, no, not triangle, excuse me, sorry, rectangle, sorry, 4-sided rectangle, area equals length times width, okay? So if area equals length times width, what is A when L equals 8 and W equals 4, okay? So let's take what we know, which is this equation, and just write it back down. Okay? It gave us that. Now it's asking what is A. So we don't know what that's going to be quite yet. We're going to have to solve for A, or evaluate for A. What it does tell us, we always work with what does it give us? L equals 8. So I know L is 8. And it tells me that W is 4. Now I've got something easy I can work with. 8 times 4, I know, is 32. A equals 32. So you're simply taking the formula that they're giving you, and they're also giving you numbers to plug in. they're giving you, like in this example right here, it didn't give us A, but it gave us L, and it gave us W. So all we had to do was plug in to find A. And we've done this on multiplication problems before. We've done it on addition and subtraction problems before, where it would give us all but one piece, and we had to find that one piece. It just looks a little different in the way it's set up in this lesson. So let's look at another one. Find the value of square root of B when B, let me make sure I'm on screen, yes, equals 49. Let me move that up for you. Okay, so find the value of the square root of B. It gives me that formula, okay? And then it tells me B equals 49. So I'm just gonna take that B number and I'm gonna plug it right in. B equals 49. Now it is the square root of 49. Let's do a quick review off to the side. Square root of a number is a number multiplied by itself gives us this number, okay? So, for example, the square root of 9 would be 3 times 3, which, so the square root of 9 is 3. So it's asking what number multiplied by itself gives you 9. And we know that's 3 times 3, so your square root of 9 is not 3 times 3. Your square root of 9 is 3, okay? So let's come back over here. What number multiplied by itself will give you 49? And the answer is the square root of 49, we have 7 times 7 will give you 49. So your answer is 7. Okay? So on your practice problems, let me write down your practice problems are on page 493. So it's going to be the same thing we just went through with the examples. It gives you part of the equation, part of the answer, and you just have to solve. You have to plug in what it gives you. So the first question on each of these that you have to ask yourself, you write down what it gives you, and then you have to ask yourself, what does it give me? What can I answer off the bat? So what does it give me? And plug in the info it gives you for each one. Okay? And I've done one of most of these types, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Just take your time, read what it's giving you, and when it gives you a letter equals a number, that means you take this 9 here, like this one I'm pointing to, and A equals 9, you're going to plug 9 in right there. B equals 15, you're going to plug B in right there. And then it's something you can easily work with. So, those are your practice problems for 493, A through G. Hope you have a good week.